Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to UniHouse Academy. I am your host, James, and I am so incredibly excited to have you here today for an episode that is going to change the way you shop forever. Are you tired of feeling nervous when you walk into a local market? Do you want to speak English with total confidence while buying your favorite fruits and vegetables? Well, you are in the right place. Here at UniHouse Academy, we believe that listening to real-world English is the absolute best way to improve your skills. By listening to this podcast and practicing shadowing, which means repeating what I say, you will build natural fluency and boost your confidence like never before. It is such a powerful tool for your learning journey. Before we dive into the wonderful world of market shopping, please take a quick second to hit that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. Your support helps us create more amazing content for learners just like you all around the world. We are a community, and we are so happy to have you with us. Today, we are going to explore the sights, sounds, and most importantly, the words you need to navigate any market with ease. Stay tuned until the very end because I have some special tips that will make you sound like a local pro in no time at all.
Imagine you are walking into a bustling open-air market on a sunny Saturday morning. The air is filled with the sweet scent of ripe strawberries and the earthy smell of fresh herbs. You see rows and rows of colorful stalls piled high with everything from bright red tomatoes to deep purple eggplants. It is a feast for the eyes. As you walk through the crowd, you hear vendors calling out their prices and shoppers chatting happily. This is the perfect place to practice your English because it is so interactive and alive. When you first arrive, take a moment to look around and soak it all in. You might see signs that say fresh today or local produce. These are great words to know. Produce refers to the fruits and vegetables sold at the market. You will also notice that everything is organized into different sections. There is the fruit section, the vegetable section, and maybe even a section for fresh bread or flowers. Walking through a market is a real-life experience that connects you with the local culture. It is not just about buying food. It is about the energy and the people. I always feel so energized when I visit the market because everyone is so friendly and the food looks so delicious. Let's get ready to start our shopping journey together and learn some useful phrases.
Now, let's talk about the first thing you do when you see something you like. You walk up to a stall and you want to know the price. The most common and simple way to ask is, "How much is this?" or "How much are these?" if you are pointing to a group of items, like oranges. It is very polite to start with a friendly hello or good morning. Vendors love it when you are polite. You can say, "Hi there, how much are these apples?" The vendor might reply with a price per kilo or per item. For example, they might say, "They are $2 a kilo." If you are not sure what something is, don't be afraid to ask. You can say, "Excuse me, what is this called?" This is a fantastic way to learn new vocabulary right on the spot. Most market sellers are very proud of their products and will be happy to tell you all about them. You might also want to ask if the items are local. You can ask, "Are these grown locally?" or "Are these from a nearby farm?" This shows you care about the quality and origin of your food. Remember, speaking English in the market is all about being curious and friendly. Don't worry about making mistakes. The most important thing is to communicate and have fun with it. Every question you ask is a step toward fluency.
Once you know the price, you need to tell the vendor how much you want to buy. This is where quantity words come in handy. In English, we use different words for different types of items. For things like apples, potatoes, or tomatoes, we usually buy them by weight. You can say, "I would like 1 kilo of potatoes, please." Or, "Can I have half a kilo of those cherries?" If you are in a country that uses pounds, you would say 1 pound instead. For items that come in groups, like bananas or grapes, we often use the word bunch. You can say, "I'll take this bunch of bananas." For eggs, we use the word dozen, which means 12. You can ask for a dozen eggs or half a dozen eggs if you only need 6. Some things are sold in bags or containers. For example, you might see a bag of spinach or a punnet of strawberries. A punnet is a small plastic or cardboard box. If you only want a few items, you can just count them out. You can say, "I'll take 4 lemons and 2 limes, please." Using these specific words makes your English sound much more natural and helps the vendor understand exactly what you need. It feels so good when you can clearly express your needs and get exactly what you want from the stall. Quality is very important when you are shopping at a market. You want to make sure you are getting the best food possible. To find out if a fruit is ready to eat, you can use the word ripe. For example, you can ask the vendor, "Are these peaches ripe?" Or, "When will these avocados be ready to eat?" If something is not ripe yet, it might be hard or green. If it is perfectly ready, it is ripe and juicy. Sometimes you might want to know if something is sweet or sour. You can ask, "Are these grapes sweet?" Or, "Is this grapefruit very sour?" Another great thing about markets is that you can often try a sample before you buy. You can politely ask, "May I try a sample?" Or, "Can I taste one?" This is a very common practice, especially for things like cheese, fruit, or nuts. If you like it, you can say, "Oh, that is delicious. I will take some." If you are looking for something specific, like organic or pesticide-free, don't hesitate to ask. You can say, "Is this produce organic?" This helps you make healthy choices for yourself and your family. Being able to describe the quality of food is a key skill for any English learner, and the market is the best classroom for this. You are learning to use your senses and your English at the same time.
In many markets around the world, bargaining or negotiating the price is a normal part of the experience. While it might feel a bit scary at first, it can actually be quite fun. The key is to be polite and respectful. You can start by asking, "Is this your best price?" Or, "Could you give me a little discount if I buy more?" For example, if you are buying a lot of items from one stall, you might say, "If I buy 3 kilos, can you give them to me for $5? This is a very common way to save a bit of money. However, remember that not all markets allow bargaining. In some places, the prices are fixed, which means they cannot be changed. You can usually tell by looking for price tags. If there are clear price tags on everything, bargaining might not be expected. But if there are no signs, it is usually okay to ask. Another way to get a better deal is to shop near the end of the day. Vendors often lower their prices because they want to sell everything before they go home. You might hear them shouting, "Everything must go," or "half price." This is a great time to find bargains. Just remember to always smile and be kind, even if you don't get the price you want. It is all part of the market adventure and a great way to practice.
After you have picked out all your delicious food, it is time to pay. This is a very important part of the transaction. You can start by asking, "How much do I owe you?" or "What is the total, please?" The vendor will tell you the final amount. Nowadays, many markets accept different types of payment, but it is always good to check. You can ask, "Do you take credit cards?" or "Can I pay with my phone?" In many traditional markets, cash is still the preferred method. If you are paying with cash, you might need to ask for change. For example, if the total is $8 and you give the vendor a $10 bill, you can say, "Here is $10. They will then give you $2 back as change. If the change is very small, like a few cents, and you want to be extra nice, you can say, "Keep the change." This is a friendly gesture that vendors always appreciate. It is also helpful to know the names of the coins and bills in the country you are visiting. Practicing these numbers and money terms in English will make you feel much more confident during the checkout process. Once the payment is done, you are almost ready to head home with your fresh goodies. It is such a satisfying feeling to complete a purchase all by yourself in English and see the vendor smile back at you. Now that you have paid, you need a way to carry your items home. The vendor might ask you, "Would you like a bag?" or "Do you need a plastic bag?" In many places, people are trying to use less plastic to help the environment, so they bring their own reusable bags. If you have your own, you can say, "No thank you, I brought my own bag." This is a great phrase to know. If you have bought something fragile like eggs or soft berries, you might want to ask for extra protection. You can say, "Could you put these in a box, please?" or "Can you wrap these carefully?" This ensures your food stays safe on the way home. Sometimes, if you have bought a lot of things, the vendor might offer to help you. They might say, "Would you like me to help you carry this to your car?" You can respond with, "That is very kind of you, thank you," or "No thanks, I can manage." It is also common to see crates or baskets at the market. These are used to hold large amounts of produce. Understanding these words for packaging and carrying will help you stay organized and make your shopping trip much smoother. It is all about the little details that make the experience easier and more enjoyable for everyone involved. You are doing a fantastic job learning these practical terms that people use every single day. As you get ready to leave the stall, it is important to end the interaction on a high note. A simple "thank you" goes a long way. You can also say, "Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day." Or, "I really appreciate your help." If you plan on coming back to the same market, you can say, "See you next time," or "I will see you next week." Building a relationship with the vendors is one of the best parts of market shopping. They will start to recognize you, and you might even get better deals or the best picks of the produce. If you really enjoyed the food you bought last time, you can tell them. You could say, "Those strawberries I bought last week were amazing." This makes the vendor feel good and strengthens your connection with the community. Markets are social places, and these small conversations are what make them so special. Even a quick "take care" as you walk away adds a touch of warmth to your day. By using these friendly closing phrases, you leave a positive impression and practice your social English skills in a real-world setting. It is these small, everyday interactions that truly build your fluency and make you feel like a part of the local life.
You are doing such a great job practicing, and I am so proud of your progress today.
Wow, what an incredible journey through the market we have had today. We have learned how to greet vendors, ask for prices, talk about quantities, check for quality, and even how to bargain and pay. I am so proud of you for following along. The big takeaway from today is that the market is a living classroom. Every interaction is an opportunity to practice your English and connect with people. Don't be afraid to speak up, ask questions, and use the new words we learned today. The more you practice, the more natural it will become. Remember, here at UniHouse Academy, we are always here to support your learning journey. Listening to these episodes and shadowing my voice is a fantastic way to improve your pronunciation and confidence. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. It really helps us reach more students who want to improve their English just like you. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I hope you feel inspired to head to your local market and try out your new skills. Keep practicing, keep listening, and most importantly, keep having fun with your English. I am James, and I can't wait to see you in our next episode. Until then, happy shopping and happy learning. Goodbye for now, everyone, and see you very soon for more English adventures.